Addison Rae just revealed some TikTok tips and we took notes. Here's everything we know. I'm Gabi Conti.
I'm Jana Rosenberg and this is your 24/7 celebrity news. Addison Rae and her mom, Sheri Easterling, just blessed our ears with another episode of their podcast, Mama Knows Best. In this episode, they talked about TikTok from their journeys on the app to some TikTok tips that we need to know. First, Addison and Sheri gave us some insight into what happened behind the scenes of their TikToks. Addison and she love TikTok because the app is always fun for me to express myself and to connect with other people and form relationships with them. Although Addison does say it is a process to make a video, now that Addison has been on the app for a year, she can do a dance and be done with it in the first take. But she'll still be picky about things like her hair getting in her mouth or someone walking in the background. So she'll do it multiple times until she feels the most confidence and to, of course, avoid hate comments. It's so funny she said this is how she's made so many relationships, because if you guys think about it, like all these TikTok stars that we're constantly talking about, like they're all best friends and they met through this app.
Yeah, that is crazy to me because they and that they all kind of started at their respective hometowns and then all gradually came out to LA. And like to imagine, I mean that has to be. I definitely have this with some internet friends.
Totally.
Where you've met them digitally before you've met them in person. And I think like almost all of Addison's LA friendships were met digitally before. As for how long it takes Addison to learn a dance, she said it takes her about 3 to 5 minutes now, but remember, she used to be a competitive dancer. It takes Sheri about 15 to 30 minutes now when it used to take her a full day. Addison says that a lot of the same moves are in these dances, so it's just about changing up the order and doing the faces that she wants. Addison admits that her dance background does help her learn the dances quickly, but it's actually the movements in these dances that are totally new to her, as she never did them in her traditional dance class. Addison also picked up her facial expressions from traditional dance classes where Sheri hasn't mastered that yet, which is why you'll notice any video of Sheri doing a dance, she is blankly staring at the camera.
She is. It's so funny to watch, but Addison is like, you can just tell, like even if these moves are new to her, the way she like moves her body is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like the rolls, it's just crazy. She is definitely, I just watched her do this J-Lo's new song, I think it's called like Party or something, I don't know. Oh my gosh, I was like, wow. I mean, her and Charlie both, just so insane.
They're so insane, yeah. And I mean, that definitely comes, I think, and both of them are trained dancers, so I think that's kind of why they're so good at like, well, I feel like trained dancers have like this skill of making a dance look so easy when it's really complicated to everyone else.
Absolutely. So the dances don't always work out for Addison and Sheri, which were where the fails come in. Addison says fails are great on TikTok. She says if she's ever had a funny fail, she always posts it because fails do so good on TikTok for some reason. Addison also suggests not to take the app too seriously, as that's what she and her mom do, because the app is really about being yourself and having fun. But sometimes they get into fights with their family TikTok because her youngest brother Lucas is a brat sometimes. Another TikTok tip is good lighting. Addison's family has about 25 ring lights around their house, even in the backyard by the pool. And these ring lights have become part of their furniture now, as Sheri explained. But Addison prefers natural lighting with her TikToks unless it's really dark outside. She'll also sometimes use her vanity. But Sheri thinks ring lights are the key to hold her phone, while Addison will prop her phone on things, which explains why she's dropped her phone about 50 times. Also, every TikTok we just see her, I swear she like puts it up,
right?
And then she's like, whatever. Like,
yeah,
she
it's
does
like not. I would be like
crazy.
having such phone anxiety.
Same.
And Sheri was even saying that when she's doing a TikTok in the car, like Addison will put the phone like on the dashboard while Sheri's driving, and Sheri's like so scared to like go over speed bumps or like go to like, she'll like very gently like hit the brake at a stop sign because she doesn't want Addison
that
to like.
Is so funny to mess it up.
To mess
it's like
it
millions
up.
of people on the line there.
Millions of people on the line.
It's
yeah, it's so crazy. As for TikTok advice to take your TikTok game to the next level, listen up, because Addison says the key to TikTok success is to be yourself, come with new content that people haven't seen before or exciting things you see on the app, and have fun. But also, it's always good to bring something new to the platform because you'll never know what people want to see and what's the new thing that will become a trend. Addison also advised that when she started getting followers, there was nothing she could do to make herself blow up. There was no guidelines at the time, as she said, it just happened for me. There wasn't anything I did specifically in my videos. Now she says you could do a certain trend really well and that video would blow up, but just make sure that when you're doing the trend that you bring something new to the table that people haven't seen before. She also says don't make it look like a job or a chore because people will notice that, and also obviously don't take yourself so seriously, which is all like amazing advice.
Amazing advice. And like I feel like that is also such a big key with TikTok. It's like not taking yourself too seriously. Those are the people we believe the most, you know? Like if you're not there to make fun of yourself, like just don't be there. care.
Yeah, if it's like, I mean, and that's honestly when, I think before like Addison and Charlie and everyone was on the app, people used to call TikTok like very cringy, and I think that's because people were taking themselves so seriously.
Yeah.
But Addison brought this like fresh like wave of light, and she's right. You know, you could argue that like Addison and Charlie, like how they got their initial fame and their first set of millions of followers was kind of like so random, and it was because they were featured on the For You page a lot and people liked them, and the app was new. So they definitely had like a different rise to fame than like if you're watching this and you're like, I want to have a successful TikTok account, you might have to find like a more specific angle to brand yourself, much like how Instagram is now.
Absolutely. I mean, yeah, as it evolves, like it just keeps getting harder and harder.
Yeah, because there's more people on the app. I mean,
Absolutely.
if Charli D'Amelio has, 80 million followers, that means there's 80 million people on TikTok. That's a lot of people that you have to get their attention.
Yeah, now I'm just like, okay, game over. We're not even
Over.
gonna try this.
I have a TikTok with 0 videos. I'm like Sheri. I'm just like waiting.
Followers, like people are waiting. So what do you guys think about Addison's TikTok tips? Do you have any good TikTok tips for us? Please let us know. I'm Jana Rosenberg.
I'm Gabi Conti, and follow us at Hollywire for your 24/7 celebrity news.